Alright, so the next thing we're going to be doing is looking at Monstrology.
Can I help you? Oh, yes, of course. You're the one I was told about. I'm Principal Monstrologist, Gilda Burke. Thanks for coming. Headmaster Ambrose is allowing me to recruit talented and studious young wizards for an exciting new elective program, Monstrology. It's an ancient practice from my home world, Albion, and I've come to share Monstrology throughout the spiral. So let's get started. The motto of Monstrology is Know Thine Enemy. You'll learn to profile your enemy, extract their strengths, and use them to your benefit. We use special monstrological extract spells to enchant damage spells, which can then capture an enemy's very essence, or animus. An enchanted spell that deals damage will result in extraction of one animus, plus an additional animus is extracted with a defeating hit. Now pay attention here, because this is very important. To formally collect the animus you've extracted, you must win the duel. Once you've successfully collected an enemy's animus, their profile is added to your Monstrology tome, so you can reference them at any time. There's much more to Monstrology than that, of course, but I find 'tis easier to do than to listen. It's high time for some field work. Take this extract undead animus spell and use it to capture the animus of any undead enemy you'd like to profile. Well, almost any. Since you're new to Monstrology, you'll want to tussle with a low-level enemy to maximize your chances of animus extraction. Start with the Lost Souls on Unicorn Way. Extract one Lost Soul animus, then return here, and we'll wrap up your introduction to Monstrology.
Very interesting, especially since I'm curious about Albion, and I'll explain that later. Alright, back at Unicorn Way, back at the very beginning of the game, and battling the weakest enemies in the game. So as I was saying about Albion, is that it's a world that was once mentioned in Pyro 101, that there's not much known about it, other than the fact that the foxes are definitely not happy about the environment. I don't know the full story of it, but I do know it was mentioned in Pyro 101 at first, and I don't know if we'll see it in any game. We might, or we may not. We don't know. I don't know for sure. And there's also new badges for fighting more undead and all that. So there's more to explain on this, and we'll get into that real shortly.
Were you able to extract an animus from an undead enemy? Aye? Cracking! Now it's time I show you the myriad ways monstrologists use animus. The Monstrology tome, notwithstanding, my personal favourite application of an animus is to create a summon monster treasure card. It's like an echo of the enemy you extracted it from, which can be summoned in combat, not unlike the way one summons a minion. You can also create an expel monster treasure card that's basically an instant defeat, one-shot silver bullet against a particular monster. If you've the proper lodgings, animus can also be used to create house guests, as well as monster echoes that your friends can duel. And don't worry if your house isn't equipped with a Joe sigil. That's what the Monster Dome is for. Now, if you've any questions, or simply feel the need for a refresher, consult the Monstromnibus here at any time. And remember, as your Monstrology level increases, so does the amount of monstrological spells you're privy to. So, keep an eye out for me in your journeys throughout the spiral. Until then, welcome to Monstrology. Go on then, get cracking.
Very excited about all that. This is just a tutorial. Okay, so another thing about it, that I'm going to do some grinding real quick. So something that's only available for Myth Wizards, which I'm kind of jealous of, because one, I don't have a Myth Wizard, and I did every other school except Myth Wizards, only because it's not that I hate Myth Wizards, it's just I don't exactly like the whole like stun thing that their specialty is for. Mainly because with often bosses nowadays, they're mostly just stun, immune, and with conviction and all that. I just personally dislike Myth because of that, so I didn't make a Myth Wizard because of it, and I don't plan on building a wizard to make one. But what I'm basically getting at here is any other school except Myth can only summon one at a time. And then for Myth Wizards, they can summon, like, just all 3 if they choose to. Like, you can just summon 3 minions in a battle. So, because I'm fire, I will only be able to summon 1 in the second, like, area here. When instead, a Myth Wizard can fill up this entire dual circle. And my weapon again. But, anyways, I'm going to be doing a little bit of grinding, and I'll show you the Frenzy spell real quick in this next fight, and we'll just get to the next level from there. Still sounds a little weird, but it is pretty cool. I will admit, that is really, really cool. Especially since I do so much more damage. So, I personally am going to like this a lot. Since it's another activity, it's going to make me want to keep on playing. I'm going to do another massive collection and all that. I look forward to it. Here we go. We have level up, I believe. Yeah, now it's Monstrologist, rank 2. So now we can start fighting more difficult opponents, and for example, now we just gotta battle skeletal pirates. I'm joining in on this random. Another thing that's also new is that when you defeat an opponent, it kind of just zooms in on them instead of like just ending. What did I just say? Okay, it basically just zooms in on him instead of, and now it just does that, but it just doesn't zoom in on him. It just keeps that out of the look. But didn't exactly get a kill there, but I'll show you if I can. As before, where I can't really pull up any other videos or anything, but I'm basically trying to explain, and I'm sure you guys may have noticed where before, when you do defeat an enemy and it zooms in on the opponent and they have their death animation, instead it just stays in the camera it's at, as they just perform the death animation. So that's pretty much it, I would say, for Monstrology for the most part, as I'm gonna kind of just end the video here. And I'm gonna do the key bosses with friends if I can. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, as I will try getting the next video out real shortly, and again, hopefully get this out as soon as possible. And they're gonna be back to back, at least I hope they do. So hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video very soon, hopefully.